Hey there, Ophiuchus. Welcome to another Mystic Unicorn reading. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. If you're new here, hi, my name is Eric. It is wonderful to meet you. And if you are returning, what is up, guys? So we are going to be getting into a general energy reading for your month of April of 2022. Please keep in mind that this is general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you would like a personal reading with me, I am available for that. All of the information can be found in the description box below, including a list of the readings that I offer and my email address. Shoot me an email letting me know you're interested, potentially letting me know which option you would like to go with, and I will be more than happy to get you all hooked up there. Just for your frame of reference, we are going to be doing the general freestyle spread that I have developed in this video. So check this out. If this spread interests you, go ahead and shoot me an email letting me know that you would like it for yourself, and I will absolutely be glad to do that for you. If you would like some extra content with me throughout the month that focuses on more than just love, I highly recommend that you check out Patreon, patreon.com/divine conversations. The link to that can be found in the description box below as well. That is a great way to become a more intimate member of the Unicorn Herd, to support me and the channel here, and also to get extra content from me that explores all aspects of life, including some astrology, sidereal astrology, of course, and all that kind of stuff. And then also there are a few tiers there that give you discounts on personal readings should you want to take advantage of that. And as always, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, Ophiuchus, let's get into your reading here. So what you see in front of you is your pre-shuffle. I feel like someone is coming towards you, Ophiuchus, or maybe you are the one that is passionately wanting to move forward towards someone else. But I feel like there is a connection here that is extremely healing. There is a very passionate person, someone that is very passionate about their connection with someone else. But specifically, what I'm getting here is that whomever this person is, Ophiuchus, whether this is you or whether this is someone else, you have they have a desire to come forward and manifest some sort of situation between the two of you that would be healing to your heart. I feel like someone here recognizes how another person has been hurt in the past, I'm hearing is starting to recognize what this person has been dealing with, either you or your other person, and the heartbreak that you've experienced or they have experienced in the past. And someone really wants to come in very passionately with this Knight of Wands energy and manifest some sort of change to a heartbreaking situation for you. This is very similar to what I channeled for the Aquarius reading for April. Somebody wants to come in and love you better, or be a sort of healing source for you and really work together, okay, to build a relationship. It's like I feel very strongly, Ophiuchus, that whomever this person is, whether this is you or someone else, you have or they have a desire to really come in and show someone what it's like to be in a partnership, not just a codependent situation or a one-sided situation, okay? Now, with all of that said, Ophiuchus, I do feel like there's a level of apprehension here. Some of you may actually know of this person, or some of you may know of the intentions of this person, whether because you figured it out or you heard it from friends, or they actively told you, or they've been giving you signs and signals that have put you on to the fact that they want to work with you, they want to treat you better, they want to help you heal, they want to be a better representation of a romantic co-creative partner to you. But there's a little bit of apprehension here, a little bit of fear. I understand that, especially given some of the things that you may have experienced in the past. But what you need to know about this, Ophiuchus, is this is in fact a victory. 6 of Wands, 4 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, okay? This is a victory, and you can rest assured that this situation that you're dealing with right now, or that you potentially are about to get into, is a balanced and reciprocal situation. Okay, and yes, this is someone that has been watching you for some time. Page of Swords, 2 of Cups. Someone has been watching you for some time, wanting to make an offer to you, potentially even seeing you go through a healing process and waiting for that moment for them to come forward and say, I want to give this offer to you. I want to be this next person. I want to be the one that helps to mend and heal your heart. There is an energy here of this person kind of wanting to be the one that shows you that love isn't all bad, that there are good people, good men, good women out there, that there are good connections out there, that there are people that don't just want to come in and use you, but actually want to build with you, grow with you, have a real solid relationship with you. This is really beautiful energy. You don't have to be afraid of this, okay? All right, Ophiuchus, let's clear this up. I'm going to reset here, reshuffle, and we'll see what the rest of your messages are for the month of April 2022. So, God, Source, Creator, beings of love and light, angels, ancestors, way showers, spirit guides, we ask that you please enter our space here and provide us with the best messages in terms of love to serve the highest good of all involved, to serve light and love for all Ophiuchans, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of April of 2022. All right, guys, we're gonna give this 5 shuffles here for you, Ophiuchus. This is 1. So, for the month of April 2022, tell us the story for Ophiuchus. Please provide us with the best clarity that you can to serve the highest good of all involved. This is 3. For my Ophiuchans, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The chickens are going nuts this morning. I'm so sorry if it's distracting you guys. All right, this is 4 for Ophiuchus. And this is 5. So what's going on for Ophiuchus in terms of love for the month of April 2022? Let's cut the deck. Boop. All right. Overall energy for you, Ophiuchus. We're starting you off with the Empress. You know, the first thing that I'm hearing with the Empress here, Ophiuchus, is that you need to trust and believe that you are worthy of and are deserving of everything that you've always wanted, okay? Some of you also need to recognize that you are very much embodying this Empress energy. And I feel like a big part of what the universe is orchestrating for you right now in terms of love at this time is to get you to understand and recognize that you really truly are abundant. You are deserving of unconditional love. You are deserving of everything that it is that you want. But also some of you are needing to recognize that you are very much embodying this Empress energy. You don't realize it yet. You don't see it yet. You're in a very humble place, which is beautiful, but you can be humble and still recognize your divinity, or still recognize your abundance, or still recognize your Empress status, okay? Excellent. Underneath the Empress is the Star. Beautiful. Underneath the Star is the Page of Cups. There's that love offer. And then underneath the Page of Cups, ooh, is the 5 of Swords. Okay. Hold on just a second. Good Lord, you guys. I don't know what was going on over there, but like all of a sudden, all the chickens just decided that they were going to have a loud ass argument, I guess. I don't know, but I've closed up everything. It sounds a little echoey in here, but whatever. We'll get through this. There's definitely some sort of interference going on here, okay? But that's okay. Finally, at the bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Swords, all right? And this 5 of Swords, Ophiuchus, feels like your rejection of an offer. I feel like there is definitely a level here of you not truly believing in your Empress status, or truly believing that you are worthy of this love or this commitment or this connection, okay? But you are. And what you really just need to do, Ophiuchus, is put down your sword and step away from the past circumstances that have hurt you, because you do have wish fulfillment coming. There is an offer here. There is a secret admirer here. Either you're the admirer, Ophiuchus, and we're talking about your person here for the cross watcher, I guess, or this is you. But I do feel very strongly that for the most part, this is you here, standing in your Empress energy. And you could be the masculine here. You definitely could be. So the Empress here would really, either it's representing you needing to allow yourself to accept and embody this unconditionally loving energy, this abundant energy, this dream of yours to really be loved, or you are needing to connect with the fact that you are this Empress. You have this abundant ability, okay? But you have got to walk away from the fear, from the strife, from all of the things that put you down, that keep you from accepting or acknowledging this reality within you, all right? All right, let's get into the rest of your reading here. We're going to look at the first half of your reading, which is going to give us energies and insight into the past up until this current moment, yeah? Excellent. First set of surrounding energies for you, Ophiuchus. You have the Four of Wands. So in the past, you did come to a level of stability. Again, though, I don't think you realize it. What I'm getting with this Four of Wands energy, Ophiuchus, is that a foundation was laid. And I feel like this foundation was between you and another person. What I'm feeling here is this is that moment that either you recognized it or the other person recognized it, or maybe both of you recognized it, but you have a connection here, a good solid foundation that you two can build off of. And yet there's still a level of apprehension. For you, Ophiuchus, I'm not sure you really recognize it. I feel like it's the other person that really recognizes this foundation and now wants to build off of it with you. Because I still feel like there's some self-doubt that you're dealing with, Ophiuchus, that kind of skews your perception of this foundation. You may not see it as solid as it truly is, but I'm telling you, it's there, okay? The foundation has been laid and is now ready to build upon. Four of Wands is coupled with the Seven of Wands. You've been defensive against this. For some of you, I do feel like you've actively been resisting it, in denial, not trying to see it for what it was or what it is. There's also a level here, Ophiuchus, of you wanting to protect your own foundation. There is a level, okay, and see, this is where this Five of Swords energy kind of comes back into play, because I feel like you're being, some of you have been, or you are currently being extremely defensive, but so defensive that it doesn't allow anything to come in. It doesn't allow anything to touch this foundation. For some of you, I feel like you have this foundation and you know you have this solid foundation, and yet you won't let anyone in to build on it with you, to work on it with you, and yet you still want a relationship. You have to see, and that's where the Five of Swords comes in. You have to let go of this hostility. You have to let go of the strife. You have to let go of the extreme defensiveness in some cases, okay? Second set of surrounding energies for you, Ophiuchus. In the first half of your reading, you have the Lovers. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know, this is definitely about a choice, Ophiuchus, okay? But this choice really does feel like vice or virtue. Are you going to allow love in, or are you going to keep rejecting it or keep pushing it away? And in terms of that, that would be a higher vibrational choice, a virtuous choice. I feel like some of you have been actively, consciously making the vice choice of not allowing love in. But now you have this connection with someone that really is beautiful. Okay. The Lovers is coupled with the Hanged Man. This is all about your perspective, Ophiuchus. All right. If you've been experiencing being stuck or feeling stagnant or whatnot, whatever, you have to recognize that it's your own choices that are keeping you there. If excuse me, okay, someone didn't like me saying that to them, but okay, but it's the truth though. You know, you can either choose to stay in this stuck space or stay in this stagnant space or stay in this energy of extreme defensiveness, or you can allow yourself to realize that you are the only one that is stopping you, that is standing in your way, that is holding you in this position. That's really where the enlightenment or the change in perspective comes into play in terms of the Hanged Man. You really have a beautiful opportunity, a beautiful relationship right in front of you, kind of staring you in the face for some of you, and yet you're not allowing yourself to sink into it. You are instead holding yourself back in the experiences from the past that hurt you or harmed you, meanwhile you have somebody here that really wants to make an offer to you to show you that not all people are bad, not all men or not all women are all the same, but you have to choose to allow them in, okay? Your challenge here in the first half of your reading, Ophiuchus, the Knight of Swords. There you go. The extreme defensiveness, fighting against it, feeling super paranoid. I definitely get a feeling here of like whenever some of you catch a whiff or a whim of somebody showing care, concern, or compassion towards you, maybe even love, wanting to, compliment you, take you out on a date, whatnot, whatever, you're immediately suspicious. And that Knight of Swords energy jumps in and it's like, nah, get the F away from me. I don't know you. Who are you? What are your intentions? I understand. Especially if you've really gone through a lot of really tough shit. But eventually you have got to let this defensiveness go, because you are never going to be able to actually get what you receive, or receive what it is that you want, if you're constantly fighting against it, if you're constantly trying to fight back, if you're constantly trying to defend yourself in some pretty extreme ways. Knight of Swords is coupled with, there you go, the Ten of Wands. You are fighting back against this, Ophiuchus, because you are so overburdened. But the problem here is that you have to make the choice to drop these burdens. The more you carry this around, the longer you will be delayed. The more you will be overwhelmed. The longer you will be overwhelmed. You are only fighting back in this way, or fighting against love in this way, because you are still carrying the burdens from the past. And you have to make the decision to just drop them, let them go. That doesn't mean, Ophiuchus, that you've forgotten about any of the lessons that you've learned. Absolutely not. But what we're asking you to do here is to stop carrying the baggage of those lessons and just retain the understanding, so that you don't recreate those cycles. Okay? Closing message or potential outcome in the first half of your reading, Ophiuchus. The Six of Pentacles. You are really about to receive some sort of reciprocity and or grace in a relationship. And what Spirit really wants you to do is focus on recognizing that. Instead of looking for the discrepancies, instead of looking for reasons as to why someone is not faithful to you, instead of trying to prove that someone is just going to try and hurt you or whatnot, whatever, instead look for the reciprocity. Because when you look for the reasons to hurt, to cut yourself away from someone or to cut somebody out, if you're looking for reasons to prove or to say, look, I knew it, you were just going to hurt me, you were just going to do this, that, and the third, that's what you're going to come up against. That's what you're going to experience. If you don't want that any longer, then look for the care, look for the grace, look for the reciprocity instead, and you will find, you will receive, you will experience more of that. Okay? Six of Pentacles is coupled with the Fool. You have a new opportunity in front of you. It's time to take a leap of faith, Ophiuchus. It's time to open up to grace. It's time to open up to reciprocity. There is reciprocity in front of you, is coming to you. You just have to take the leap of faith and move forward with it, okay? Okay, I like this for you so far, Ophiuchus. So now, let's get into the second half of your reading. And this is going to look at the current energies and a little bit off into the future. So what could be coming forward in the future for you, yes? Excellent. First set of surrounding energies for you, Ophiuchus, in the second half of your reading. You've got the Two of Cups. There it is right there, Ophiuchus. There is a relationship waiting for you in the wings, but you are too burdened right now to accept this. You have got to drop these burdens. You have got to release the fear. You have got to release the apprehension, because you have, for some of you, I'm hearing you have a divine partnership coming through. This person really wants to honor you, really wants to show you what care and compassion and true love and commitment and reciprocity is. Teamwork, okay? Two of Cups is coupled with the Five of Wands, and yet you're conflicted by it. I definitely see this Five of Wands energy as you having a level of internal conflict, because one side, at least, we'll say there's at least two sides. There could be multiple sides, but we'll go with at least two sides for now. One side says yes, the other side says no. And you're trying to figure this out for yourself. You're conflicted by it. For some of you, in other cases, this may even be people around you, friends. If you find yourself to be this individual that's looking at someone else and wants to give them a balanced, harmonious relationship, you actually might have some friends around you that are saying, what are you doing wasting your time with this person? They're not even giving you the time of day. They're not responding to you, whatnot, whatever. Why are you still doing this? If that's the case, follow your heart. Always follow your heart. because your heart and your intuition feel deeper into the situation. There are a lot of circumstances or a lot of times in which you have got to not focus on what you see in the physical and focus on what you feel in your heart. Okay, so follow your heart's guidance there. Second set of surrounding energies for you, Ophiuchus, in the second half of your reading is the world. There you go. A big change is coming. A big change is coming. But in order for you to do that, you have got to allow yourself to step out of the old and into the new. Okay? A desirable outcome is forecast here with the world. But again, I'm feeling like you have to choose to allow yourself to step through this portal. The world is coupled with the King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, somebody here has a real connection with someone who is ready to commit, who is ready to step up, who is ready to show up, okay? Who is ready to be that counterpart, who is ready to be that husband or archetype, if that's what you're looking for. This is really someone who's very solid and very committed, really wants to do right by you, and really wants to honor this relationship. Okay, but then, all right, so what's your challenge here? Your challenge in the second half of your reading is the Page of Wands, changing your tune, changing your alignment, changing the way you show up in the world that puts you in a position to allow this, the acceptance of this relationship in. That is the biggest challenge for you right now, Ophiuchus. Changing your alignment, changing your tune. The Page of Wands is coupled with the Two of Pentacles. So really the challenge here for you, Ophiuchus, is really to weigh out, to balance out, okay? Weigh out your options. And I'm kind of hearing and feeling an energy of like needing to cut your losses here. So if you want a new reality, if you want a new start, if you want to enter into this new cycle with someone who truly wants to honor you and love you and commit to you and show you what it's like to be in a really balanced, loving, and committed relationship, then you have to take stock of what you've got going on in your life right now and recognize which pentacles you've been holding on to or which circumstances and reality that you've been holding on to that keep you from accepting this, that keep you from changing your tune, that keep you from stepping into a new energetic alignment. Again, Ophiuchus, this is all about you and making decisions to allow yourself to accept the offer that's trying to come towards you. This is all about you accepting your divinity, accepting your right to abundance, accepting your right to have a loving, harmonious, and balanced relationship, accepting your Empress status. Yes, some of you are embodying the archetype of the Empress, but the strongest message that I'm getting from this Empress here that is in your overall energy is the honoring of the fact that you deserve love and you deserve unconditional love. Just like everybody else, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of what it is you've been through, and all that kind of stuff. You deserve this. But you're not going to receive it until you allow yourself to accept it. So with this challenge here, Ophiuchus, you have got to stop juggling. You have got to stop waffling back and forth. You have got to stop kind of contradicting yourself, because I feel like somebody here is holding one pentacle of I want love, and they're also holding another pentacle of, I don't deserve it, or I can't receive it, or I can't accept it. Do you see how that conflicts? You have got to, that's kind of like saying one thing, telling the universe one thing, and turning around and doing the exact opposite. You've got to cut your losses here. You've got to drop whatever pentacle it is, or whatever life circumstance it is that is holding you back from receiving what it is you want. Closing message or potential outcome for you, Ophiuchus, in the second half of your reading. Oof, there's the Nine of Swords. Fear. The fears are illusionary, though. Nine of Swords is coupled with the Eight of Swords. You have got to allow yourself out of this entrapment. I really feel like, Ophiuchus, you are the one that is holding yourself here. Either whether it's you, Ophiuchus, or it's the other person that you're cross-watching for, or whatnot, whatever. Whomever is having trouble receiving an offer, you are holding yourself here. I want to get one more card for this final closing message here. The Ace of Wands. Ophiuchus, you do want this. I do feel like you want to move forward with this. You want to move forward with love, but it's literally your own thoughts, your own emotions I'm hearing, even though the swords doesn't really deal with emotions. I am hearing that. But it's your own thoughts and maybe even certain belief systems that you have been holding that is keeping you in this mental prison or keeping you in this isolated state is what I'm hearing. You've got to let this go. You have got to allow yourself to drop the burdens, drop the swords, drop the defensiveness, drop the strife, and move forward with what it is you are inspired to move forward towards. Okay? Okay. All right, let's get some closing messages here. I want to get you some closing oracle guidance. You know what I want to do, actually? I want to get it from the Love Your Inner Goddess deck. Yeah? All right. So let's get into this. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles for you, Ophiuchus, and we will get you your closing oracle guidance. 1. For Ophiuchus. Closing messages for Ophiuchus at this time. Spirits. 2. 3. 4. And 5. All right, closing oracle guidance for you, Ophiuchus. There it is right there. Card number 11, Finch Spirit Guide. And on this card it says, I love us. I feel like that's what somebody is saying to you, actively trying to say to you. I love us. I want us to be together, okay? Let's see this. Let's read. In a reading, this card says, it's a good time to experiment with how to best care for your mind, body, and soul. It's not about being perfect. It's about finding what works best for you. You are in a phase of your life where giving back to yourself is important. Perhaps you have been sharing a lot of yourself with others, have come through a challenging time, or in the near future will be stepping up in a new way to share more creative energy and soul fire than ever before. All that you need to know now is that it is the right time to take extra special care of yourself. But see, part of this taking extra special care of yourself is allowing you to open up to the opportunities to receive exactly what it is that you want. I feel like some of you may be a little bit confused. Some of you may be confused in terms of what self-care is for yourself right now. I feel like you've been in an energy of being extremely defensive with your self-care. And that's okay, all right? You've been really healing from a lot of toxic, terrible things. I get that. But there's also another aspect or a facet of this self-care is giving yourself the divine grace, the unconditional love to have or to receive something you truly want. That is a big part of self-care as well. It's not necessarily just about denying things so that you remain protected. It's also about accepting things so that you can really, truly receive what you want, okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. If you would like a personal reading with me, check the description box below. Read through the list of options that I have there. Shoot me an email letting me know you're interested, and I will be more than happy to get you all hooked up. Please check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Divine Conversations. The link to that can be found in the description box below, where you will receive extra monthly content outside of the realm of love. We do talk about all the things over there. And as always, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. With that said, Ophiuchus, I hope you have a fantastic month, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading very, very soon. Yes? Beautimus. Bye.